course, the smack must only go to the young girls, the ones who need regular work to support their expensive habit after they're released. And then they go on the game, right? Well, it wouldn't be fair to let them be released without a job now, would it? They'd only get into all sorts of trouble.
Come on, Desmond. You don't have to be afraid of me. We've known each other long enough. We don't do anything to hurt you. Come on. You'll be a lot safer in hospital.
Myra's dead set against drugs.
Really? Well, can we assume then that you planted this, Fred?
No. I don't know anything about it.
Only leaves Desmond then, doesn't it?
It's got to be a frame.
She's really been fooling everyone, hasn't she? She won't talk her way out of this. If we held an inquiry every time a prisoner claimed she was being framed, we'd never get any work done.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it.
Well, it makes more sense than our Myra being a junkie, especially if somebody like Ballinger's trying to take over. And I wouldn't put out past her.
But it does seem so strange. Myra's always been against drugs.
Yeah, well, nothing was found in Ballinger's cell. I'm sorry, but I can't help feeling that Desmond's cracking up. The woman's not behaving. Normally, she's quite capable of taking anything.
I don't believe that for a moment.
Let's stop evading the issue. Regardless of how Desmond got the drugs, they shouldn't have got in at all.
Well, we don't have enough staff to watch every woman 24 hours a
I'm
day.
not looking for excuses, Miss Ferguson. Our security should have looked after it. It didn't. I'm going to find out why. Now, I won't keep you any longer. It's been a long day.
Right.
I'll do rounds and look into Desmond.
Governor, all I'm saying is that I believe Desmond would be better off somewhere else. Somewhere with tighter security, where she can be watched for her own sake.
Somewhere like Blackboar, you mean?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Good night, Miss Ferguson.
She doesn't miss a trick. No. Did you know that it was Joan who found the drugs in Myra's cell?
You think she planted them?
Some of these things are completely ruined.
How can you tell?
You've never had any class. What would you know about antiques?
Well, I've spent the last 8 years with one. I'm sorry, love. Come on, I'll help you clean up.
All the trouble I went to procuring those items from the kitchen. And God, it was all for nothing.
Well, it's no good dwelling on it. You stole them. You were lucky they didn't slap a charge on you.
I didn't steal them. I've never taken anything that wasn't rightfully mine.
Oh, good. Another pair of hands. Can that wait? We need to talk.
You don't mind me. I wasn't expecting any help anyway.
Myra? She was set up, May. Well, it had crossed her mind. The point is, who?
Ferguson? She found the drugs.
I thought you were cleaning up.
Or Kelly. I caught her in our cell just before the search. Said she was looking for Myra. Got very nasty when I asked her why.
I wouldn't put anything past that ruffian.
Well, there's no love lost between them. There is one other possibility. Someone with drugs already here.
Ruth.
Open house with Myra away.
But she's already been quite open about marijuana dealing.
Maybe that was just to throw us off the track.
Well, then we have a choice of 3. Ferguson, Kelly and Ruth.
Not that we get anywhere if it's Ferguson.
I say we start with Ballinger, then we work our way down.
Fine by me.
Right.
Hey, wait for me. I'm coming.
Clean!
No, I don't think I'll be in Buenos Aires next month. I wouldn't do that if I were you. This country would send you into instant culture shock. Now, I'll see you in Rio at Christmas. Must go. Yes, give my love to Rolly. Bye. Any news on Myra?
We thought you might have some.
Me? Only what the rest of you know. She took something, probably acid.
Or was she slipped something?
You think I framed her, is that it?
Well, didn't you?
Why should I? Myra's no threat to me. She knew about the marijuana, seemed quite happy to let it go.
You might have bigger things in mind.
Even if I did, I wouldn't be here long enough to benefit. What puzzles me is why Kelly isn't on top of the list. Conniving little bitch. She hates my guts because I've been handing out free grass. It seems I upset her plans. Now, if Myra knew about that...
Be able to tell us when she's out of the hospital, won't she?
Exactly. Though I wouldn't overlook the obvious if I were you.
The obvious being what?
Myra herself. She hasn't been coping very well as far as I can see. Maybe she has a habit. Maybe she's been fooling us all.
About as much chance of that as Ferguson going straight.
Thanks for your help.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for your help.
I'm going. Nana, aren't you even going to say goodnight?
I've made it perfectly clear how I feel, Jennifer. If you choose to ignore my wishes, there's very little I can say.
Nana, please, I need to get out on my own once in a while.
And what about my needs? I'm helpless. And yet you'd go off and leave me alone.
Look, I've put the phone right here. It's only for a few hours. I'll be home by 10, I promise.
Well, if you're determined.
Nana, please. I love you. Don't destroy that.
Oh, forgive me, child. I'm a selfish old woman. You go and have a good time. And I'll try to stay awake so you can tell me all about it when you get home.
Thank you. I won't be late.
Jennifer.
Yes, Nana?
You look lovely, dear.
Coming. Oh, no. Coming.
Hello, Mervyn.
Sorry it took so long. It's the maid's night off. Oh, you look good enough to eat.
Thank you. What is it?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were winking at me. Well, can I come in?
Oh, that's stupid of me. Please, Joyce.
This is, cozy?
That's all I need, really. Please sit down.
Oh, well, yes. Mervyn?
Would you care for a drink before dinner?
Oh, that'd be lovely, yes.
Right.
Champagne. How nice.
Only the best for my lady.
Oh! Oh, Mervyn!
Oh.
Mervyn, please,
Oh.
please.
Oh.
Don't worry.
I'm
It's just
sorry,
my hair.
Joyce. Oh.
Don't worry. Don't worry. And my neck, but it's all right. No.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Don't shake.
At least I managed to get something. Oh, into a glass.
Yes. Oh, we're getting nowhere. Ruth says Lou and Lou says Ruth, and we can't do a thing about the freak.
Oh, I'd still put my money on Fergus.
When I think of poor Myra, all on her own.
Oh, all right, love, we've heard it all before. Now knock it off.
Okay, we've still got 3 suspects, right?
Yeah.
And we know whoever did it must have been working alone.
Sorry. Well, how do we know that?
Well, it stands to reason, Chooky, love. The freak wants Lou's blood so she wouldn't deal with her. She might deal with Ruth, but then she'd leave herself open to blackmail with that lady's connections. And as for Lou and Ruth, well, they hate each other's guts.
Do they ever?
Anyone can see that.
Especially if that's what they want us to think.
So I say we divide ourselves up and go after them
Hang
one
on
at
a minute. What was that, Chooky?
Nothing? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Come on, love. Tell your Auntie May.
Well, I was thinking.
They both want drugs in, but they're fighting about it and letting us all see they don't get on.
So?
So it just seems a bit convenient, don't you think? I mean, they should be partners, but... Sorry.
Don't be, love. I think you've hit the nail right on the head.
The whole feud between them was a setup, a smoke screen.
Why not? Stands to reason Ruth can get the drugs in with the grass, and she sits there filing her nails while Lou plants them. And we don't suspect anything because they hate each other.
That makes sense. Maybe we should talk to them again. Together.
No, love. If there is a plot, we don't know who else Ruth is paying off. So we back off for a while until we can talk to Myra.
Does your eye still hurt?
No, it's fine now, thank you. You must have thought I was crazy.
Oh, no. I just didn't know, that's all.
Was everything all right?
Lovely. You even remembered the souffle.
How could I forget? It was the first meal we ever shared together. Perhaps we should make ourselves a little more comfortable.
Oh, Mervyn, I am sorry. I really am sorry.
It's all right, Joyce.
You must find it a little cramped in here?
Oh, not for one. Of course, that table's not usually there. You see, this couch pulls down into a bed. Oh, Joycey.
Mervyn?
Oh.
Mervyn, my hair?
I'm sorry, Joyce.
No, don't pull.
Joyce, I'm sorry.
Please don't pull.
I'm making an awful mess of this, aren't I?
No, of course not.
I'm not very good, you see, with women. I always frighten them away.
Oh, Mervyn, I'm not frightened.
Trouble is, it's so awkward, isn't it? The more you want it to be right, the more you seem to muck it out.
Well, Mervyn, we don't have to rush.
Oh, Joyce.
Oh, Mervyn, please.
I'm sorry, Joyce.
Please. But no, really, I should be going.
Oh, no, please, Joyce.
Mervyn? My foot?
Don't be angry, Joyce.
Oh, I'm not angry, Mervyn. It was a lovely dinner, but, well, it's getting late.
But it's only just after 8.
Oh, is that all? Well, we both have to work tomorrow, and, well, there'll be other nights.
Yes, but I wanted
Mervyn,
to...
it just wasn't the right night tonight, that's all.
And I always preferred the romantics. Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff, or Chopin is lovely. You know, when I'm playing, I feel, well, sort of transported. It's a wonderful feeling.
I'll have to take your word for it, Jen. I haven't got a musical bone in my body.
Oh, I can vouch for that. If I Oh.
Excuse me.
More wine?
I don't usually drink wine.
What, you Philistine? Come on, pass a glass.
It's for you, Jenny. A Dr. Raymond.
What's up?
Don't know exactly.
Oh, damn, she was having such a good time.
Yes, I don't think I've ever seen her so talkative.
Needs to get away from the wicked witch of the West every now and again, that's all. It's true.
I'm sorry, it's Nana. She's sick. I've got to get home.
Jenny, I'm so sorry.
It's all my fault.
Cut
I should
it
never
out,
have
Jen.
left her if anything
Nothing
happens
is going
to
to
her.
happen. You can't blame yourself for everything.
Come on, we'll drive you home. Oh, you're home early. Is everything all right?
Oh, fine. He really is an excellent cook, you know. He made me a very fine meal.
Well, I wasn't expecting you for hours.
Oh, well, things didn't go exactly as we planned them, of course.
Why, what happened?
Well, nothing. That's the whole point. I mean, we both wanted it to, but... Well, I suppose it's all those years been with Norm.
It's all right, Joyce. I mean, you and Mervyn need time, that's all.
I wish we were more like you and Dennis. I mean, you're so relaxed together.
Well, our relationship's a bit different. I mean, we've known each other much longer. Well, that always helps.
Oh, I wish I knew what to do.
What's the problem?
Well, I get the feeling that Mervyn's going to ask me to move in with him. And I don't know what to tell him.
You don't think you're rushing into things?
No?
Don't you think you need time alone to sort your feelings out?
Oh, I hate being alone, Meg.
You wouldn't be alone all the time. Mervyn would visit you.
But it seems like such a cheat. I mean, it's just like a marriage. If you're prepared to make the commitment to love someone, then you should be prepared to move in with them, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I guess so. If you really think you can be happy together.
Dr. Raymond, is she all right?
She'll be fine, Jennifer. Now, I've given her a sedative, but she's still awake and she wants to see you.
Thank you.
You're friends of Mrs. Hartley's, Mrs.
Anne Reynolds. This is my daughter, Pippa.
We're friends of Jenny's, really.
I see. Good friends?
Oh, yes. Is there something wrong?
There is for that girl. If you're really her friend, Mrs. Reynolds, you'll get her out of this house once and for all, whilst there's still a chance for her.
I couldn't breathe, child. I begged Dr. Raymond not to call you. Now I've spoiled your evening.
Oh, Nana, I'm sorry. I should never have left you. It's all my fault.
You mustn't blame yourself, Jennifer. You didn't mean to be selfish. It must be very hard for you to understand that I'm old and sick and not long for this life.
Don't say that. I love you.
When I'm gone, and you have all the time in the world to lead your own life, I hope you'll think kindly of me, Jennifer, and not blame me for being so tart.
Oh, Nana, I'll never leave you alone again. I promise, never. She's asleep. I'm sorry for ruining everybody's evening.
You didn't ruin anything. Jennifer, I think it's high time you heard the truth.
Yes. Perhaps we'd better go.
No, please stay, Mrs. Reynolds. Jennifer's going to need her friends around her.
What is it?
Well, Mrs. Hartley has some rheumatic pains in the joints. She suffers some insomnia, some loss of appetite, occasional bronchial trouble, and she has a 5% loss of hearing.
I don't understand. Surely that's to be expected in a woman her age.
Exactly.
She's not sick, Jen. She's just old. No!
Yes, my dear. She's actually in remarkable shape.
And she knows this, Doctor.
Oh, yes. We've argued about it 100 times. Jennifer, your grandmother is a lonely lady who wants to keep you chained to her for the rest of her life. And the way her health is, she'll see another 20 years, believe me.
Do you want to... You don't know what I was going to say.
I don't care. I don't want nothing from you.
You're angry at me. What have I done?
What is it? You jealous of her good looks, her great clothes, her money? Maybe it's all of them.
You mean Ruth?
Well, I'm not talking about the Queen Mum, you stupid bitch. You just want to make it hard for her.
Lexi, I don't. All I said was
Look, she's helped us. She's given us things. She's made phone calls for us. She even stood up for us in front of Reno. Is that how you treat your friends? Knife them?
Well, she brought the grass in. I mean, she could have brought other drugs.
Yes, but she didn't. She wouldn't admire her like that.
Come on, Lexi, you're not being logical. All I said was that looking at the law of probabilities in relation to the fact...
Listen, egghead, you go shove your fancy law, because I don't want to hear it.
Should have told you ages ago. I think it stinks.
Well, at least the truth's out now.
Yes, the truth's out. The truth is I've been a complete idiot. I've wasted years of my life. Years I could have spent at the conservatorium. Only I was too stupid.
You loved your grandmother, Jenny. That's not stupid.
Love her. I believed in her. I took in every rotten lie. How could she be so cruel to me?
She was frightened of losing you.
Oh, for God's sake, Anne, don't try and justify it. Nobody can justify wasted years. I have to know why. She can't keep lying to me.
Jenny, she's sedated, remember? Now, why don't you get a good night's sleep and approach her in the morning?
There's no point in fighting her anyway. She'd only win. But now she'll have to listen to what I want, won't she? Of course she will.
I think we should go and let you get some rest. If you're all right.
I'll be fine. Good night, Jen.
We let ourselves out.
No, it's okay. Thank you. Both of you. You've been such good friends to me. My only friends.
Good night. Try and get some sleep.
Good evening, Mrs. May.
Mervyn, what a surprise. Why didn't you come in?
Well, I should have called, I know, but if I could just see Joyce, only for a moment, of course.
Mervyn, well, I'll leave you two to it then.
Thank you.
Well,
Mrs.
I wasn't expecting you.
No, I wanted to give you these.
Oh, how thoughtful. Oh, Mervyn, your hand.
Oh, it's nothing. I just scratched myself. Joyce, I made such a mess of tonight. Won't you let me make amends?
Oh, there's no need.
Yes, there is. I don't want to lose you.
You won't.
Why don't you get yourself ready and we'll go out somewhere smashing to make up for it?
Oh, well, it's a bit late. Don't you think perhaps tomorrow?
You don't want to, do you? I don't blame you.
Of course I do, you silly man. And as for losing me, you couldn't if you tried.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I know. Oh, Mervyn, I love roses.
Well,
thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
She should have left the old bad ages ago. She makes me so mad sometimes.
It isn't as easy as that.
Of course it is. God, you've got to take control of your own life. No good blaming someone else for holding it back.
That's true. But only an independent woman could say that. Jenny wants to be like you, but she hasn't got your confidence or self-assurance.
Well, that's because she didn't have you for a mother. I mean, you're the one who always encouraged me to stand on my own 2 feet. You made me what I am.
Yes, I suppose I did.
And you don't much like the result, do you?
Don't be silly.
It's true.
What was that for?
Oh, just counting my blessings, I suppose. When I saw Jenny tonight, well, I realized just how lucky I am. And I wouldn't change what we had for anything.
Neither would I, Pip.
miss you too, sweetheart. But at least there's enough in here to keep me occupied.
I thought you'd be bored out of your mind by now.
No, not me. You know, some of the women are quite interesting. You'd like them.
But hardly exciting, Muppet.
Don't you believe it? Sometimes it's like a soap opera in here. Love, hate, power struggles. They've even got a top dog who's a junkie.
No kidding. Where does she get the stuff?
How would I know, darling? Apparently she's been fooling the women for ages. She's been on the hard stuff for quite a while. Even hooked her own daughter.
Her own kid? Oh, that's lousy.
I know, sweetheart. And the things they say about you. You're a regular pussycat compared to this bitch. And that's just part of it.
Gonna be late, I know it.
I'm the one who has to go to work.
Yeah, but I'm the one who's meeting a wonderful man at the airport in a couple of hours.
I met him. It's mine. I need it.
Yeah, so do I. Well, come on, Mum, you can get another one. Besides, I've got to clean my room. Simon isn't used to living in a pigsty.
Just a minute. Did I hear right?
Hear what?
Your friend Simon, you don't think he's going to stay in your room?
Where else is he going to stay? Come on, Anne, stop worrying. You'll love him.
I'm sorry, Pippa, I don't like it.
Oh, you're not serious. Simon and I have been sleeping together for 2 years.
Not in my house, you haven't.
All right. Wally, you never slept with him?
It's not the same thing.
Oh, I see. Do as I say, not as I do. Is that it? Don't pull this act on me, Mum.
And don't you look at me as though I'm something out of a time warp, Philippa.
You don't think you're being old-fashioned?
Wally didn't happen to be a married man with 3 children. People are going to be hurt, Pippa, and I will not be a party to that.
Thanks, but I don't think I can manage it.
Oh, please try. Hey, we got some news. It looks like Kelly and Ballinger got at you.
Surprise, surprise. I would have bet my money on Ferguson.
Don't throw your hand in yet. We're working on that too.
Hurry up, Flynn. It doesn't take all day to put a tray down.
Coming, Mrs. Morris. Another little surprise for you. Someone planted drugs in our cell. You copped it.
What? I said, hurry up, Flynn.
I'm coming right now, Mrs. Morris. Hey, just hurry up and get out of here. We got a lot to do.
And you let me go on believing you were dying. How could you?
What is all this nonsense, Jennifer? And I don't know why Dr. Raymond would say such things. Although I have threatened to replace him. God knows the man isn't making me any better. And you don't know...
Stop it! There's nothing wrong with you. You've kept me here all these years. You knew I wanted to make music my life, but you lied to me.
I didn't lie to you. There are other illnesses far worse than cancer or heart disease. Growing old, loneliness. They're diseases too, Jennifer. I'm old and I don't want to die alone. You're all I have now. Don't you see I need you?
But you didn't have to lie. You had no right, Nana.
Perhaps not. But there are no bars on the windows or doors. You were happy to stay with me. I made the decisions because you couldn't.
Is that right? Well, you won't have to make them anymore, will you? No, Jennifer. Please.
You can't. You mustn't leave me. Whatever I've been or done, it's because I love you. It isn't too late. You can still go to the conservatorium. Have friends. You must find a lot of friends and bring them home. It's a long time since this house heard the laughter of young people.
Do you really mean that?
I do. I promise you. You can have anything. Everything. Please don't leave me.
And that's only part of it. It seems she's been playing the governor and the screws for complete fools. Had them all convinced she was keeping drugs out when all the time she was bringing them in. Honestly, darling, it's too depressing.
There's more, but it's just personal stuff. I thought you'd be interested in that part, for what it's worth.
Thank you.
Oh, and if you're interested in a little light reading, I suggest you look through this new stuff on Ballinger.
More drugs?
Drugs is just an overture with that lady. I warn you, you'll need a strong stomach.
Does this mean there'll be more charges against her?
Who knows? Getting the evidence is one thing. Making it stick. Well, I'd better be moving.
Thanks again.
Pleasure.
Great start to the morning.
Well, do you think it's true? Ballinger knows there's a tap on the phone. It's all very convenient. We just happened to find out. I mean, she could have bought the drugs in herself. She's got the pedigree for it.
Yes, I know, but I also know we can't take anything for granted no matter who's involved.
But Myra on drugs? Surely not after what her daughter's been through.
Yes, I admit it looks like a rather crude setup. I'll question Myra as soon as Sister Hall gives the all clear. If there is a power struggle going on, I want to know about it.
Then when you get the money, our guys will rush in. They'll be masked, so don't let it throw you. They take the money and you store, right? Eddie, what in hell are you doing?
What? I'll note the one I have to hand over. Oh, I don't know what I've done with it. I know I put it in here, I just cannot remember.
Is this it?
Oh, wherever did you find it? Oh, no wonder you're so successful. You've got brains.
Great eyesight, too.
Shut up, Frank.
Oh, well, I don't know how to thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. 50,000 smackaroos, Bosh, before I take it on the lam. I owe you, sweetheart.
We're all square, Eddie. I hope you get back inside before lunch. Don't forget this.
Oh, I forgot again. So long.
Hold it a minute. You better take this, just in case.
Wow, it's just like Humphrey Bogart in the Petrified Forest. You ain't dressed if you ain't packing a rod. Bye, cheerio.
Yeah, so long. Giving an old lady a piece. That's asking for trouble.
Well, the worst you can do is shoot a cop. She wants to get back inside for life, doesn't she?
Hope you know what you're doing.
Well, if you've got more brains, I pick up 50,000 pin money. The old lady gets back inside the can, and we've got a ready-made decoy for the boys when they do the payroll job. Let's go call the cops, okay?
No, that's the wrong form. You want a savings deposit.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Are you one of them?
Next.
That, madam, is none of your business.
Next, please. Excuse me, madam. Are you next?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was my turn. Oh, what a lovely jumper. Pink. Oh, it matches your eyes.
Thank you. Now, can I help you?
Oh, yes. Now, look, would you mind reading that, please?
This?
Yes.
All right. Denture cleanser, 6 sausages, 4 rashes.
Dear, I've done it again. Silly Billy.
Madam, please.
Oh, this is the one. Yes, here we are. Oh, and I forgot. Stick him up.
Any dirty laundry?
Hello, Daphne. I thought you deserted me.
Oh, I was just getting the dirty laundry.
Oh, I thought you'd come in to clean up. You didn't do it this morning. I expect you forgot.
Oh, yeah, I was going to, but yeah, I forgot.
Daphne, why are you acting so scared of me?
Scared? Me? No, I'm not. It's just that I really like Myra.
So do I.
But everyone's saying that you gave her them drugs.
Everyone? Daphne, then you must have got it all mixed up.
Yeah? No, I don't think so. You see, she's real sick, and
I
everyone's
know
saying
she's sick. That's why I've been so worried about her.
You have?
Of course I have. I think it's terrible what's happened to her. You don't think I'd do something like that now, do you?
I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't. Now, don't you worry about Myra. She'll be all right, I promise. That's better. You're not scared now, are you?
No.
Good. Tell me about your plants. Are they well?
Oh, yeah. Charity, she's doing real well, and so's Valerie. Oh, they're such lovely plants, Ruth, and they're such good mates.
I'm glad they make you happy. We're good mates too, aren't we?
Yeah.
Good. How would you like a chocolate?
Oh, thanks.
You think you'll be able to clean up this mess for me?
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Oh, thank you very much, dear. Oh, isn't that lovely?
Please, just go.
You won't get into trouble, will you, dear? I mean, you won't have to put any money back out of your own pocket, will you?
No.
Ah, well, thanks once more. I'm just going to wait here for my friends, you see. Oh, you look after you, dear. Oh, I do hope you weren't planning on taking any money out.
Well, I was going to make a deposit.
Oh, my God! She's got a gun! Get down!
Oh, it's what they call a rod, dear. Oh, it's not loaded.
Take it easy, lady. We don't want anyone getting hurt.
Oh, Captain. Oh, you do look dashing. Are you on leave, dear? Where are your men?
Come on now, just give that to me, please.
Oh, no, I can't do that. Not till my friends arrive.
Friends?
Let's see. Where have you been?
Drop the gun, lady.
That's not the right password. You got to do it proper.
She's crazy. Yeah, she's got a gun.
What sort of disguise do you call that?
Lady, we're cops.
Do something!
Get back!
He can't arrest me. It's a disguise.
Does this mean anything to you, lady?
Oh, police. Oh, real police. Why'd you say so before?
Just drop the gun, lady.
Oh, it's not loaded. Look.
How was the cake?
Stodgy, very stodgy. Mrs. Goddard will put too much bicarbonate in it.
At least you won't get indigestion.
Don't you believe it?
Nana, I thought I'd go to the conservatorium this afternoon, just to find out the entrance requirement.
Today? Oh, well, if you must. But I was thinking of coming downstairs, and I thought you might take me for a walk in the garden. It's such a lovely day, and so long since we walked. But of course, if you have plans...
No, we'll walk. Just let me clear up this mess and I'll help you get up.
You're a wonderful comfort to me, Jennifer.
Nana, you haven't opened this one.
I know, throw it away, dear.
But it's from Aunt Harriet, Nana.
I know who it's from. Now, please get rid of it.
But she's your daughter. Surely you want to know...
There is you and there is me, the last of the Hartleys. I have no daughter, and I will not have her name mentioned in this house. Now, let's go outside.
So you know nothing about where the drugs came from or how you got them?
I don't expect you to believe me.
I'm not exactly making it easy.
I honestly don't know.
You wouldn't tell me if you did.
What is the point of all this?
I'm trying to give you a fair hearing.
Are you really? Ever since the Ferguson business, you have gone out of your way to take it out on me. You've just thrown me into the pound for having a knife that I didn't put there.
Are you saying the same person planted the LSD?
Oh, for God's sake, I don't know. That is your job to find out. I don't touch drugs. You know that.
I know you're in here as a result of taking LSD.
I didn't bring any drugs into this prison, and I sure as hell didn't take any willingly.
Suppose I believe you. Is this part of a power contest with Ruth Ballinger, some sort of vendetta or takeover bid?
Ballinger?
Has she been bringing drugs into the prison?
Whatever it is, I'll sort it out, if you will just give me the chance.
If you were capable of sorting it out, you'd hardly be lying here now.
I know what I'm doing.
So do I. And I'm warning you, you make one move without consulting me, and I swear I'll ship you to Blackmore.
Well, this is it. Just throw them anywhere.
Tidy brat, come here.
They said Englishmen aren't hot-blooded and passionate.
English women?
Must be your age, darling. You're getting better every day, sort of like old wine.
Not so much of the old, if you don't mind.
God, I'm glad to see you. How about some lunch? Or?
Your sounds interesting. So come with chips or salad?
You fool.
Seriously, Pip, I think we should get this luggage out of the way before someone falls over it.
Well, they can stay in my room, but not you, unfortunately.
Sorry?
My quaint old-fashioned mother has gone all coy on me. She's got the jitters. We might have it off under her roof.
Heavens,
girl, where do you pick up this slang?
From my other lovers, of course. I'll say I'm sorry. I've been wanting you ever since I got your cable.
Well, she does have the right to make the rules. It is her house. Besides, parents see things differently. I know how I'd feel if Carolyn were... Nice place. Sort of homey.
Don't change the subject. Anyway, Caroline is 5 years younger than me. And you're certainly not my father.
Well, I'm not hers either. Not anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, you always said I was gutless.
Rubbish. You said you were gutless. I think you're King Arthur, Mahatma Gandhi, and Bruce Springsteen all rolled into one.
Thank you. I think. It was worth it anyway. We're going to have a wonderful life together.
Simon, stop talking in circles. What are you saying?
I've done it, Pip. I've told Margaret all about us. We've decided to break so that you and I can have a life together.
No, I don't believe you.
I've taken a lecturing job at Bengala and I'm not going back. Now, how about some lunch? I'm starving.
Well, I've talked to Desmond. She claims she's being framed, of course. Won't say who.
That figures.
It'll end up being one of us. She's not implicating anyone, Miss Ferguson. Although after this, I don't think we need to look very far. Ballinger?
Oh, come on. I don't think we can damn her just because of her husband. I've found her to be quite polite and cooperative.
Oh, aye, for piranha.
We've all underestimated her. Even you, Dennis.
What, the police file?
Yes, and it's worse than you could imagine. The infamous Mrs. Ballinger is a businesswoman in her own right, handling a large part of her husband's empire.
Oh, aye, what's she into? Gun running up the Amazon?
Her forte is pornography. Child pornography.
Bloody hellfire.
You can read it for yourselves if you've got the stomach for it. Child prostitution, photographs, blue movies, slave trade.
Well, that certainly paints a picture.
Mrs. Reynolds, the women, when they find this out...
They mustn't find out. No matter how disgusted we are, we have to protect her. It's our job.
There you are. That's lovely, Daphne. Even my own maid at home couldn't do better.
Oh, thanks.
Have you heard anything about Myra? Nobody's told me.
Get out, Graham.
Camembert?
No. I seem to have lost my appetite, Ballinger. I've been reading about you. You're full of surprises, aren't you?
Meaning?
Your child pornography business. Must be worth a fortune.
Where did you hear about that?
Feds have got a file on you. Don't worry, I gather they're a long way off proving it.
They can't prove a thing. You see, I run a very efficient business.
Why, Ballinger?
Why? You'd be surprised how many 40-year-old executives desire the taste of sweet young flesh. They find little girls and boys erotic. There's a market for erotica. I simply supply a demand.
What happens to them afterwards?
Afterwards? Who knows?
You bitch!
You touch me, Ferguson, and you're in trouble.
Touch you?
What do you think the department will do about these? I think you'll have trouble explaining them away. You see, the police picked him up the next morning, and they know he doesn't deliver telegrams.
I don't care.
No, I understand. Yes, of course, as soon as I can.
Is something wrong, love? You look white as a sheet.
It's Etty. She's been arrested for armed robbery and attempted murder of a policeman.
You're joking. Right, Reynolds. You wanted to get rid of me for a long time. Well, now you will be happy. I have just bashed a prisoner, and I'm glad I did it. So are you going to phone the department, or will I?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too. Last night I dreamed